Good morning Year 6 and welcome to this week's maths video. May the 4th be with you today as you complete your maths work. I'm sorry, I apologise. Right, we're going to focus on arithmetic this week through Fluent in 5 and also calculating percentages of amounts. I just want to say really well done to those of you that logged on last week and completed your purple mashes. It was really good to see. Make sure you do the same this week. They'll go live on Monday and they'll close on Friday. So, before we move on to the problems for today, I just want to have a quick recap on percentages. Now hopefully you remember that the symbol for percentage means percent, and cent means 100, so it literally means per 100. That's helpful when it comes into putting a percentage into a fraction, because if you've got 26%, you've got 26 per 100. So you've got 26 over 100, which is also the same as 0.26, because if you've got 2 tenths and 6 hundredths, you've got 26 hundredths, as you have here. Okay, what if it looked like that and was given to you as 3 tenths? Again, it's pretty simple. Turn it into hundredths, times both by 10 to get 30 hundredths. That is the same as 30% because you've got 30 per 100, which is 0.3 as a decimal, because 3 tenths is the same as 30 hundredths, or 3 tenths. Lastly, what if it looked like this and was given to you as 4 over 25? Well, that's fine, don't panic. Turn your 25 into 100. Get to 100 for percentages, it makes life so much easier. So what do you do to 25 to turn it into 100? You times it by 4. So you have to times your numerator by 4 to get 16. If you've got 16 over 100, you've got 16%. And also 0.16 as a percentage. So if ever you struggle with any of these, maybe come back and watch this part again and just give yourself a reminder. So, Monday the 4th, we are going to look today at calculating percentages. Here is your Fluent in 5. Pause it and have a go. Remember, here it's asking you for a percentage, here a decimal, here it's giving you the fraction that it wants and a percentage, and the rest you just need to give the percentage. Good luck. Okay, so hopefully you had a go. So 40 over 100 is 40%, 40 per 100, 40%, and as a decimal, 0.4. 9 tenths is the same as 90 over 100, which gives us 90%. And this one, I really hope you all got it right. These are one of the facts we just need to learn. A quarter is the same as 25%. The same way that you need to remember a half is the same as 50%. If you put 50% and 25% together, you get 75%. If you put a quarter with a half, you get 3 quarters. So you need to remember a quarter, 25%, a half, 50%, and 3 quarters, 75%. Lastly, 16 over 20. Well, hopefully you changed your denominator to 100 and in the end you got 80%. 4/5, hopefully you changed your denominator to 100 and again 80%. Very well done if you got those right. So, today's problem. Number 1, Jack has £400. He spends 35% of his money on a new bike. How much does Jack spend on his new bike? So here you need to find what 35% of 400 is. Remember, if you're finding it tricky, you can go back to using the bubble method and find 10%, 5% and work it out that way. John had £5. He gave 25% of it to charity. How much did he give? So you're working out 25% of £5. Pause the video and have a go.